Okay, everybody, in today's PIX Parenting Plus, the importance of schedules and routines, not only for infants and toddlers, but for parents as well.
So this is especially true coming off of spring break. Pediatric nurse Jennifer Walker co-founded the Moms on Call app to help parents stay on track. And she's joining us this morning to share some tips. So good morning, Jennifer. Great to have you on.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I hope that you guys aren't experiencing the pollen that has dropped all over our home city of Atlanta.
Honey, we are getting it here in the city. We're getting it real bad. But we're a lot of our kids here, families here, are on spring break right now, and predictable routines. I mean, they're key for kids of any age. But what is the best way, though, when we head back to get everyone back on track, especially for parents who are struggling?
There are a couple of things that are so important, and the first one is don't wait. You want to start your home routine right away. So as soon as you get home, that first morning that you're home, get started. It is so helpful for everybody to be on a routine, to know what to expect, and to know what your household looks like. And you don't have to be super strict all the time, but when they're getting done with an illness and when you're getting home from spring break, these are the times, especially, that you want to go strict just for a couple days, and then you can relax it again and enjoy the spring.
Yeah, you know, patterns are really important for development, specifically in infants, right? So can you explain the benefit, I guess, for babies versus toddlers here?
Well, babies learn by association and routine. And Laura and I have been at this for so long. We see these very normal, regular patterns. And so as we watch these patterns unfold, they get a great sense of security by the same thing happening about the same time every day. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have a grace period. You know, 15 minutes on either side of a feeding or a nap is totally fine. But we don't want them to necessarily run the day, especially if we have more than one child at home. And Laura and I got so frustrated that, you know, most of the resources assume you just have a baby or you just have a toddler, when in reality, we have so many things to juggle. And just having some set points in the day for all of us really helps our day to run in a way that feels like success.
Yeah, I mean, because Dan has a 3-year-old. My daughters are 11 and 13, but both of us, with our different children, our kids have morning meltdowns, both ages, all ages. And it can really throw off a schedule, though. But so you said that there's like days throughout, or times throughout the day that are like reset points to reestablish your rhythm. What does that look like exactly?
Absolutely. So at Moms on Call, in our app, we have our schedules designed for crazy days. And crazy days means that we have a nighttime is our, focal point. So we have dinner time that we always want to have no matter what. If you have to scrunch 2 feedings together, get your dinner time feeding on time. And then keep 3 hours between that dinner and nighttime feeding so that they're nice and hungry, get a good feeding, and they can sleep well at night. And then the wake up time. You know, our circadian rhythms are set on the day. So even if they had a bad night, we're not going to make up for lost sleep. So we want to start the day on time, get those hormones on our side, and then try and at least hit your supper and bedtime feedings. And in the middle, all chaos can ensue.
Yeah, is it
and you're still a good parent, regardless of what happens.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about specifically for babies, or
what about older kids?
Yeah, because my 3.5-year-old she is anti-breakfast.
Yeah, so when you start your daily routines, make that something that's really fun and predictable. So it goes in a predictable order. And for your 3-year-old at Moms on Call, we have a smart paradigm where we categorize the motivators of toddlers. So they can be social, movement, an engineer, rule follower, or touch. So we know what they're looking for in the world. And once we know that, morning time can transform, because sometimes if you have a kid that learns by touch, just a little hair tassel here or there is really helpful for them. If they're an engineer, things need to go according to plan. So the same schedule every morning, and your confidence is contagious. So just practice what I see happening on the screen every morning, which is this great, happy confidence. And when you have that, that's contagious to them.
Now,
Just
There
like,
you go,
hey,
Dan.
sometimes you got to scream it out, but we're going to get going this
What
morning.
about when the adults are having the tantrums in the morning?
Yeah, sometimes we have to scream it out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We get timeouts too,
Yeah.
don't we? Yeah, put yourself in timeout. But keep the day going. And just a laissez-faire, like I am so confident in what you're capable of doing that the screaming and the protesting that you're doing does not change my opinion of what's happening, nor does it change the routine of what's happening.
Yeah.
So we just keep going, and we're confident and happy about it so that their tantrum's not contagious to us. Take control of that atmosphere and just keep going.
Great advice.
I love it.
Dan, you did that well last night. He was telling me about having to paint his daughter's nails last night and the color argument they had and what she was going to use. But he kept his calm though, and then everything was resolved.
Yeah, thank you, Wine.
That is good dad stuff though,
Yeah.
right there. That is 100% good dad stuff.
Thank you.
Well,
Everyone take note.
Yes.
This guy. Yeah.
Jennifer, thanks for all the advice. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. You guys enjoy the spring.
You too. All right.